What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, about 2 years ago when this game first came out, I used to cover mods on this channel quite frequently. We used to do like top 10 mod videos and stuff. And the mods would, over time, they've gotten better. But for the most part, they were kind of limited just to what they could actually do. But over the past couple of weeks, for some reason, the mods have just been completely exploding. And now they're like adding stuff that was not even possible 2 years ago to the game. And some of these mods are just absolutely insane. And I made a modding video a few weeks back with the Clone Commandos. And this one I just want to go over some of my favorite new mods that I've seen added to the game. And if you guys like this sort of thing and you want to see me cover more mods in the future, then let me know down in the comment section down below. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, let's get into it. These mods aren't in any particular order. These are just some of the mods that I've been playing with recently, and they're really freaking cool. So to start us off, we have the Master Plo Koon mod by SOROX. It just completely changes Obi-Wan Kenobi, makes him Plo Koon. I'm sure you guys have seen him before. He was in the movies. He was also in the Clone Wars. He played a pretty big part. Fun fact, he was actually one of my favorite characters in the prequels because I had an action figure of him when I was a kid, and he was one of my favorite action figures. And I just thought he was really, really cool. And this mod is pretty spot on. I mean, it looks just like him. They completely remodeled Obi-Wan. He has a new outfit, obviously a new face, a new head. All his star cards have been changed. The description is changed to match Plo Koon. Like this modder really went all out for this mod, and you can tell. Obviously the animations and stuff are still Obi-Wan, but if you want to just switch up your game, and if you have a PC and you want to just change things up, I highly recommend this mod. It is so much fun to play around as Plo Koon. And yeah, I've been playing with this in instant action over the past couple of days, and it's pretty freaking cool. And then up next we have Count Gonk by Dulana57. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this mod somewhere, either on Twitter or on Reddit. I know Dennis retweeted it saying it was pretty cool, and it is pretty cool. You actually get to play as a Gonk droid. Now this mod replaces Count Dooku, and I mean, you keep all your abilities and stuff. It does look a little funny with just a floating lightsaber, and the animations aren't perfect, obviously, but it is hilarious just to see this Gonk droid running full speed, jumping up into the air, swinging his lightsaber, shooting out electricity. This mod is obviously a gag mod. This is just for goofing off, or if you want to take funny like screenshots of just the Gonk droid doing stuff. Now I don't play with this constantly because it doesn't really make sense. It's not really lore friendly or anything, but it is funny. And I played a couple rounds of instant action and arcade with it. So I really appreciate the running gag of the Gonk droid being playable in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I really like the time and effort that had to go into this. So kudos to Dulana57 for taking the time to make this. And then up next we have the No Holograms Remastered by NAAVIATION. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen this mod show up before in the past, but this is a little bit different version. This is this modder's take on it, and it looks pretty freaking cool. I wish DICE would do this. It adds so much more to the game. It makes it look way better. It makes the trooper selection and the hero selection screen just 1,000,000% better. Just to see the background of the map that you're playing on as you're choosing your stuff is just so freaking cool. I don't know why DICE doesn't do something like this. The community have been asking for it for over 2 years. I think it's way better than seeing the just plain old boring Starkiller base background that we've had for forever. If you have PC, I highly, highly recommend this mod or any type of no hologram mod. It just adds so much more to the game. Trust me, I feel bad for not only myself, but for other console players, because I mainly play on Xbox, and unfortunately we do not get to experience this mod. This is one of my favorites. And then up next we have the Fallen Lightsaber by Cinematic Captures. Now this mod is pretty simple. It just takes the new Fallen Order lightsaber and gives it to Anakin. So if you guys want to play as Anakin and you want to have a new cool slick looking designed lightsaber, I would go with this mod. Now I couldn't get any footage of this in actual gameplay, unfortunately, because the newest update messed up the mods and I couldn't like actually record any gameplay of it, but here's some screenshots. And with Fallen Order just a couple weeks away, this is a good way to scratch that Fallen Order itch before it actually comes out. I think this is a cool looking lightsaber hilt, and I'm sure most of you guys probably do too. And then we have Delta 7 Jedi Starfighters by Clone Trooper 163. Basically just changes Yoda's ship to the Jedi Starfighters. You can choose between Plo Koons. You can pick blue, yellow, green, or you can go with Obi-Wan's. Now you can't play in first person, unfortunately, because it just doesn't work. With the redesign of the ship, if you go in first person, it just glitches out and it doesn't show you what you're actually flying into. But in third person, it still looks good. The camera is a little weird and it looks a little blurry depending on your settings, but it is cool to fly in a different kind of ship. This is a pretty cool mod. For those of you that like to play Starfighter Assault, or if you like to play with Starfighters in arcade mode, highly recommend this mod. It looks really freaking cool. I was having fun just taking pictures of it and stuff. You don't see very many Starfighter mods because Starfighter Assault doesn't get very much love and attention by DICE. They haven't updated that mode in forever. I really wish DICE would do something like this. Maybe if they have some downtime and if they ever decide to update Starfighter Assault, I think this would be like a pretty cool skin or just a future ship that they could add. And then we have Nighttime on FELUCIA by ZATOMOS. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but this basically just adds nighttime on FELUCIA. It looks really cool. All the plants are glowing and stuff. It looks freaking great. Now, I had the same problem with this one. I went back and tried to record it this morning, but with the newest update, I couldn't get any actual gameplay. I did play on it before this latest update today, and it looks great. So when they update the mods, I highly recommend you get this because it just completely changes the feel of FELUCIA. Just playing on FELUCIA and seeing all the glowing plants and seeing the night sky just lit up with stars and stuff, it's just so freaking cool. And DICE needs to hop on that because most of the maps have a day and night cycle, like Naboo, Kashyyyk, Tatooine. They totally need to give one to FELUCIA now because it looks so freaking cool. And then we have the Tatooine appearance for Darth Maul. Now, I don't know who the original uploader of this mod is. I got it from the Battlefront modding Discord, and this is what the original uploader said about it. So shout out to this guy. I don't know if he wants credit or not, but regardless, here it is. And this basically just takes Darth Maul and gives him Palpatine's robes, which we've seen in the past, but this one turns off one of his lightsaber blades. So it's just like episode 1 where he fought Qui-Gon Jinn. And you would think that this wouldn't work with the animations, but it actually still does. Like the blocking animation still looks good, the saber throw still looks good, the dash still looks good, the swings still look good. So I don't know why DICE couldn't make this an actual skin. Just give him a robe, turn off one of his blades, and it still plays exactly the same. And then maybe just give us the option to choose between regular Darth Maul or hooded Darth Maul with one blade. Because based off of this mod, all the animations look completely fine to me. When he's got a double-sided lightsaber, but he only has one blade on, it feels like his swings are way more powerful, and it just looks really, really cool. This is a great mod. This is fun to play on Tatooine. It's really fun to play on like other maps too, like Kamino in the dark. It just looks awesome. This is one of my favorite mods. I've wanted a Darth Maul skin for forever, so I'm so glad that somebody made this, because I've been having an absolute blast playing as Darth Maul in arcade and instant action now because of it. So highly, highly recommend that if you are a fan of Darth Maul, that you download this mod. And then the final mod on this list is the Helmetless Darth Vader mod by NANOBUDS. This one is freaking cool. This one just takes off the helmet of Darth Vader, and this gives you a bunch of different options. You can either have Sith eyes or no Sith eyes, and you can turn between Revenge of the Sith or the Return of the Jedi version of Darth Vader. And he's got just a bunch of different scars and stuff on his head, and they took Anakin's actual model and then they just edited it to fit into Darth Vader, and it looks freaking sweet. Now, this doesn't really make sense as to why he would be fighting with his helmet off or anything. It doesn't really make sense with lore, but I'm still all for it because I've wanted a battle damage, some sort of Vader for a long time. I just want to see his cape burnt, his shoulder blown up, or like pieces of his arm missing or whatever. I just want to see some variation of battle damaged Vader. And I think this one looks so freaking cool. I was taking tons of screenshots with it. It's just so much fun to run around on the Death Star in arcade and just wreck people without your helmet on. Highly, highly recommend this mod for anyone that has a PC. It's a must get. This is like one of my favorites ever. They did such a great job with this mod. And I hope that this mod inspires not only DICE, but other modders to make more of this sort of thing in the future. But that is going to do it for this list of my favorite mods that I've been playing recently. Like I said, if you guys enjoy me doing mod videos, then let me know down in the comment section down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Be sure to follow me on Twitch at SwannyPlaysGamesLive. Join the Discord. The links are all found in the description down below. Check out another video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys next time.
We would be honored if you would join us. You cannot resist